G'day, Ashton Cartwright here again. Today we have my first ever bourbon, which is Wild Turkey. I tried this for the first time when I was quite underage. Someone or other got it for me, and I remember thinking it was completely disgusting. But as I've grown and perhaps my palate has matured marginally, I've now become more a fan than Wild Turkey than ever before. Give you a look there. Wild Turkey is one of the most well-known bourbons in the world. The big three are generally considered to be Wild Turkey, obviously Jack Daniels, although technically not a bourbon, and Jim Beam. And those guys pretty much dominate the American whiskey market. Now, like all bourbon whiskies, Wild Turkey is a corn based whiskey, so at least 51% corn in the mash bill, which is the grains that they ferment. Now this is actually bottled at 43.4% alcohol, which is about 86 proof or so. So it's a little bit stronger than most of the other generic bourbons. I definitely don't mean generic as a pejorative term. It's a wonderful bourbon in its own right, and the fact they've been going strong for decades upon decades now is proof of that. The master distiller at Wild Turkey is Jimmy Russell, who's just celebrated his 60th year at the company, which is ridiculous. But after all that time, you certainly can develop an amazing amount of skill for making whiskey. On the nose, you actually get a huge amount, to my mind, of caramel. Caramel, even candy corn notes in there, along with a small amount of maybe vanilla and even citrus. And more than anything else, you get that rich, dark sweetness you'd expect from caramel. Now, because it is bottled a little bit higher than the 40% that most bourbons tend to sort of have as their main mark, you'll find there's a bit more of an alcohol burn up front, but not unpleasantly so. For those of you who like your whiskey neat, this isn't one you particularly need to worry about adding water to, although you certainly can. It's a very sharp, short finish. It doesn't linger on the tongue all that much, which is fine. We have another sip here. And now it's gone. It's a you get a lot of almost a chili pepper flavour from it, some cinnamon, definitely some oak in there as you'd expect, but not an overpowering amount. You also get sort of hints of vanilla and even hazelnut, would you believe? For those of you who haven't tried it, you probably think I'm talking absolute nonsense, but next time you give it a sip, you'll definitely pick up those flavours. It's a fantastic Wild Turkey, fantastic bourbon. And the fact that it sells so well the world over, I mean, it's very easy to get here in Australia, for example, just goes to show how fantastic it is. Definitely give it a try. And you can subscribe to I think it's over there, the button. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you up to date with all the other things going on. Cheers.